Welcome back to The Honest Media. We're dissecting the Clintons, and now we're dissecting the dishonest media. I was thinking as we ended the last break, we talked about why do the media do this? What are they getting out of it? And then I remembered. Our very own Newsmax, which if you're watching this on Thursday night, you're watching this on Newsmax. Newsmax, one of their head editors, donated to the Clinton Foundation. And then, because the Clinton Foundation is really responsible to nobody, they self-report their donations. It was on their website for many years. Once the presidential campaign started, and they did the next batch of who donated to us, they took them off the website.
No.
So maybe that's it. Maybe these people know that Hillary Clinton will scratch their back once they're in office. And,
Oh, yeah. Scratch my back and scratch yours.
And who's to say the Clinton News Network, CNN, probably the same exact story, same exact song and dance, because the Clinton Foundation is totally unaccountable.
Yeah.
You know, you want government toppled? Well, donate to the Clinton Foundation. You want an arms contract? Well, pay Bill Clinton $600,000 to do a speech.
Yeah. Isn't that how all these politicians work? I scratch your back.
But nobody's
Scratch
better
yours.
at it than the Clintons.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like Donald Trump says, they have it down to an art.
They do.
They've been doing it since probably the early 90s.
Yeah, they were before.
That's true.
Yeah. They are by far the most crooked crime family in America.
Possibly in the world. I mean, who could...
Yeah.
Maybe the Saudi royals?
They're... At least they're open about stuff they do, to a degree. Well,
That's true. We saw them march into the White House, into Obama's White House last week.
Yeah, they ran in there.
Literally.
There,
Sprinted in almost. As fast as you can sprint in their giant dress they wear.
Yeah.
But for a meeting that was kept completely private with no media. And the next day, law enforcement announced that they would be releasing some of the transcript to Omar Mateen, the terrorist in Orlando, the 911 call. But they would purposely leave out the parts where he pledged loyalty to ISIS, said what his motives were.
Yeah, they left it out today. They re-released it with the parts where he was pledging.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they got so much. Crap
Backlash
for it, yep.
See, I was sort of imagining, and this is all a little bit conspiratorial, but not that hard to believe if you look at it in the context of Saudi Arabia meets this day. Next day, they decide this is how it's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
I think the Saudis said, well, we don't want you to put these parts out.
Well, yeah. Who knows what happened in there? It's a secret meeting.
No, that's right. We can, but
Is that even legal?
Oh, I'm sure it is if heads of state want to meet without media. But when they do that, they allow media people like us to speculate and to wonder and to connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected.
And when you're running in there trying to be all secretive about it, that doesn't look good either.
That's right. They're out of the limo being pushed in by Secret Service as fast as possible. Cameras can barely keep up with what's happening.
Yeah. Well, you know, you got to kiss the Saudis' butt for some reason.
Well, because they donate all the money.
reasons,
They donate all the money to the campaigns. Hillary Clinton has received $250 million from Middle Eastern countries. These are countries where gays are thrown out of buildings, where women aren't allowed to vote, drive, get an education, or go out in public without a man.
Yeah.
And Hillary Clinton again.
They stone women to death.
They stone in
rip them apart
for rape victims.
Yeah.
Women who are raped. They don't blame the rapist in these Middle Eastern countries. In Saudi Arabia, they blame the woman for being unfaithful.
And then kill them.
Yeah. Or punish them in an equally severe way. We're talking lashings. We're talking being chained. We're talking disgusting human rights abuses.
And where are all the feminist groups on this?
That's right. Where are
Nowhere.
They have their heads in the sand.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton toppled Gaddafi's regime. And you can say what you want about Gaddafi. He was not a democratically elected leader. He was not a philanthropist. Then again, we know what philanthropists are about now. Jeffrey Epstein. But women could vote in his country.
Yeah.
Women could drive in his country. Women could own property in his country.
It was the most prosperous country in Africa.
Now that the
They paid you to go to school. They paid you to have kids. I've seen the list. I mean, place looked awesome to live in, actually.
If you're going to live in Africa, you would want to live in pre-Hillary Clinton Libya.
I think gallon of gas was like literally a few cents there.
Yeah, because Gaddafi had his own refineries. He ran the whole place like a business. He was clearly a crooked person, but when you're talking in the scope of the world.
Yeah.
Probably
Well,
not
you
as
know why
crooked
they
as the
really took
Clintons.
him out, don't you?
Why?
Well, he's getting ready to come out with a gold currency for all of Africa. And that would have made that continent the wealthiest, richest place on earth. And as soon as he announced that, which he was literally hanging out with Obama in the White House a month before, taking pictures, we're good buddies, you know. I'm sure you've seen it. He announced that they were going to do that. Oh, here we come.
That's true.
Bombs are coming in.
That's true. But it was Hillary Clinton's State Department that decided to do this.
Yeah.
And now look at Libya. Women can be beheaded for infidelity, for being raped. That's infidelity.
Now it's a total...
It's a Sharia regime with a Muslim Brotherhood in power.
Yeah.
And not only that, Gaddafi said many, many, many times, if you take, because I'm guessing he saw the laser precision of the United States government pointing on his forehead. So he went out publicly and said, I'm holding back the endless waves of African migrants. They don't get through Libya.
Yeah.
You take me out, they're going to Europe.
Yeah.
Well, we're a couple years without Gaddafi in power. Libya is still a smoking cratered mess. No real government. I believe they have Tripoli and a little bit of the surrounding area secured. The rest is owned by various rivaling tribes who don't care about borders. The people are fleeing. They're not fleeing into other Middle Eastern states. Saudi Arabia won't take refugees.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia don't take 0 refugees.
But they say they do. They say they've taken no. They say they've taken 100,000.
Oh, really?
They have no proof of this. They have housing for upwards of 1 million people readily available for the Hajj, the trip to Mecca to do the holy pilgrimage. But they don't make it available.
Nope. Saudis ain't taking nobody in. They ain't stupid.
No, you've got that right.
Yeah.
They've been funding this whole
The
cabal.
art of the deal, they ain't stupid. Trump in there makes some deals.
Well, Trump will force them to. Trump will end the corruption. Trump will make them do what they should be doing on the
It's hard to go
international
against
stage.
the Saudis when we tied the dollar to their oil, though.
Well, that's true.
That's
But
a whole different story.
Trump has been talking about OPEC since at least 2000. And Saudi, or the oil-producing Middle Eastern countries, OPEC.
Which, from my understanding, we can make enough oil in this country we don't need to even buy it from anyone
Exactly.
anymore.
And we're almost to that point now. If
Yeah.
we keep going on that road, the Saudis will have no real purpose unless they keep buying politicians with $250 million in Clinton Foundation
What do
and
they
campaign
make,
contributions.
Several $billion a day they bring in.
They were. Now it's about half that because oil's gone down.
Yeah.
But still, they're one of the most rich families in the world.
Well, they went on TV, the prince or king or whatever idiot they got the other day, and said that oil's going to be going back up.
Well, because they control so much of the market.
Yeah.
That's true. We'll be right back with our final segment as we continue to dissect the Clintons.